And welcome back, folks, for stream number 2 of the day, covering the next event of the day, which is the PC Gaming Show, hosted by PC Gamer. Also celebrating their, I believe their 10th anniversary doing this, which is pretty cool. They're currently in their countdown. They're doing some greatest moments in games countdown, I think, for the year. We've got about 3 minutes before the next show starts, so just enough time for me to tell an embarrassing story. I went out to get dinner, and in the end I decided, you know what, I've been pretty good the last couple of weeks. I'll get a cheeky Chinese, just, you know, wee one. So I ordered from my favourite place, and got in the car, drove to it, went in, and was like, oh hey, got an order placed, and I'm a little early. And they were like, oh, I can't find your order. And I was like, that's weird. And the manager came through, and he was like, yeah, this is odd. So I showed them on the app on the phone, and they were like, mate, this isn't the Chinese that you ordered from. And yeah, I'd ordered from my favourite, but I'd gone to my backup place to collect because I'm a fucking idiot. And I now can never go back there because the shame is just too great to step in there again and be like, hey, remember when I ordered from your competitors and came to you to collect? The owner was very nice about the whole thing, but it was mortifying, absolutely fucking mortifying. So yeah, we're never going. I don't know if I can ever go back to the Best of China. And if anyone from the Best of China is watching, I can only apologize. You're the second best Chinese in Dundee, and some dishes you do better. It's just my favorite place does the best chicken noodle soup I've ever had in my life. So like, yeah, what do, I guess. Anyway, embarrassing story past. We can go back to focusing on video games. I have no idea, again, what the PC Gamer Showcase... I feel like I watched PC Gamer 1. Did I watch the PC Gamer 1 before? Let's have a look. I've got a list of the ones. I did. Yeah, I have watched the PC Gamer Showcase before. Back in 2022, I covered it. Delta I, hello. Howdy, howdy indeed. I was just retelling the horrendous story of my Chinese faux pas that I posted in the group chat. Still a couple of minutes out. They're just doing this. Oh, we can jump over and have a look. They're doing their final pop gaming moment thing. So let's have a wee look.
People that did not play shooter games like me had such clarity as to what you needed to be doing at all points in time.
Oh, nice. The Dawn of Battle Royale. That is not a...
in the game.
No, I did not get banned. I didn't get banned. The guy said, next time order from us, in a sort of jokey voice.
Thank you so much to Sean and all of our other experts for sharing their biggest moments with us. Read more about the 10 biggest moments in the last decade of
Oh,
PC
holy crap,
gaming
my
at
existing live stream was
PCGamer.com.
way out of sync. I was like almost a minute out of sync there. Lucky I switched over when I did. Yeah. No, I think I'm okay. If I've been banned, I could live with it if they ban me from it. They do good Chinese there, but like the reason I would typically go to them is because my favorite place, they went through a period of being shot loads. No idea why. So I was like, okay, gotta find a good backup, and I found a good backup, but I can never go back. Even if I wasn't banned, I don't think I can go back there, at least in person. The shame is just too much. Well, mature audiences only, folks. So, I guess if you're not a mature audience, you should like, cover your eyes or something. The 10th anniversary of the PC Gaming Show.
Welcome you to the PC Gaming Show 2024. Once again, I'm absolutely thrilled to be your host. My name is Sean Day9 Plot. We've got another great show for you, packed with trailers, exclusives.
My first thought when I saw him was I thought he looked a bit like a younger Mick Lynch.
Joining me once
Be a very
again,
different
Mr.
show, I
David
feel.
Ball. Mika Burton. Get in here. Take it away.
I am so glad glad to be here and be a part of this milestone in the history of the PC gaming show. Seriously, like a whole decade covering the ever-changing landscape of PC gaming and all of the incredible games during that time. That's pretty impressive.
We've had a good
I'm not
run.
normally a big
10
fan
years
of
is a
the
long
bow
time
tie
with the show as a
as a thing, but I think
child.
the guy's rocking it.
Belittling me in public and still asking for V-Bucks in Fortnite.
Yeah, well, before we take a look at the future of PC gaming,
Hey,
let's get a bit
streaming.
nostalgic
How would you like
and
some
take a
great
look
custom
back
artwork
at
made
some
just
of
for
our
you?
favorite
Totally
moments
not
from
made
the
through
last 10
AI.
years of the show.
Dude.
Hey Retro, I just realized because I didn't restart Mix It Up, it doesn't think you're
Over the
new.
years, we've featured
Oops.
so many great games, some of which got their start right here on the PC gaming
Let me
show.
fix that.
So, who remembers some of those gems?
Robbed.
I mean, I remember in 2021 when we turned a graphics card into a spaceship. Or
It's fine.
When we did various attempts to replace our host with artificial intelligence. Ah, it was an innocent time. We were so young and naive back
Oh,
then.
we sure were. And what about way back when the PC gaming show was live and we had developers like Dean Hall and Warren Spector and oh my god, look at baby Day9.
Oh, and I still look like that.
I mean,
And who could
Bloody
forget
hell.
the PC Gaming Show 1969 live streaming from a surface of a little white rock that we
Where the
call
fuck is your
the
name in this?
moon.
hey, what?
Wow. I don't know if it's my dwindling oxygen levels or the fact that my internal organs are floating weightlessly around my body. Man, this game is making me feel very
Did you know, by the way, Retro, that you've got 187 hours of watch time?
Hey, what?
And who could forget the PC Gaming Show
There you go.
1950, a personal favorite of mine. Now, for fans of sticks and pebbles, prepare to lose thy stools for sticks
There you
and
go.
pebbles too.
I thought it would be more.
You
You need to lurk more.
By Microsoft.
To be fair, I don't stream that
Simply
often.
Boil some water to access it on Steam.
Sean, you know some of those things didn't really happen, right?
Oh, of course, Mika. I know. I'm not an idiot.
Considering they're celebrating an anniversary, I expect there's going to be a lot of
Well, we
wacky
have
skits.
Some more exciting news. No 10th anniversary show would be complete without our favorite Brit and gaming goddess. It's none other than Frankie Ward.
Thank you so much, Mika. It's great to see you and Sean again. And to celebrate 10 years, I even got us a little cake.
To be fair, there's some pretty good fits going on here at the PC Gaming Showcase.
Could you two stop goofing around and just get to the trailers already?
Well, in a second. But Frankie, riddle me this.
Mika's look is
Why
pretty
are you
fire.
here with us?
Well, I'm kind of expecting a pretty special delivery.
Very
I
glam.
get you.
Yeah.
Big Amazon order.
Yeah,
Can't
makes
miss
sense,
those.
yeah.
Sometimes you have to sign.
Right? Something a little more important. I'll be here with my unborn mind flayer having a watch party. And I'm just gonna chill out here on the couch, have some snacks, and be on hand to jump in whenever the mood takes me. Also, why are you standing there like a couple of lemons anyway? You should take a page from my book and take a load off.
I wonder how many times she had to do that before they got got it right.
Ooh, hey, Frankie, I think you're onto something. I mean, this is way better.
Yeah, thank you, Frankie. And you know what? Thank you, chair scientists everywhere.
I'm glad you're both comfortable because
I've gotta
we've
admit,
got a
I do like the
great show
pre-recorded
today.
is pretty
Trailers for the
decent.
most exciting
Like
upcoming
Jeff
PC
Keighley can
games,
pull off doing the whole live
exclusive
thing, but I'm glad
Warhammer
most of these shows are just
announcements,
pre-recorded now,
interviews, and behind the
because
scenes looks at upcoming releases and lots more.
the fuck
First, let's kick off this
memories of the absolute the worst of
PC
E3
Gaming Show
just comes
with
to
3
mind.
Huge world premiere announcements. Here we go.
Fucking world premiere. I love how everyone is just taking on the world premiere meme. Okay, I'm already kind of sold. That character is... Oh no, don't tell me that's not the playable character. Reduces the awkward pauses, yeah. I'm living for these creature designs. Holy shit. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yep. This. Yeah, I'm here for this. This is. I don't even play farming sims or survival games really, but I'm absolutely hip. This is all they had to do. This is all that was missing to make me play farming sims and survival games. Just whatever these things are. They're really cute. See, this is like the amount you have to do to, you know, be a bit different from the conventional. It's not that bad. It's just do something a little quirky, and you immediately get better results. Plus, it looks really nice as well. Among the Wild, is that wishlist? Sign up for the closed alpha. Can we wishlist it?
From the creators of Dorfromantik and Kurzgesagt comes a new game in space.
I'll definitely. Yeah, it looks great.
Starbirds. Help them claim nearby asteroids.
Nice, it's wishlistable.
You'll need to build stuff. You'll need to gather stuff. You'll need to connect stuff to other stuff to produce even more stuff. To advance your technology and reach for the stars. Explore countless asteroids. They're packed with resources and come in all shapes and sizes.
This is cool.
Stay curious. You never know what you may find.
Dorfromantik, I've never heard of it.
Into a solar system near you. Wishlist now on Steam.
Oh wait, I'm looking at screenshots. That looks familiar. That person is naked. They've been naked for a while. Like the aesthetics are pretty nice. There's a lot to like here. I think I like this little bit. I like the big overworld approach to it as well. Lornvale.
Lornvale looks great. A fantasy world with post-apocalyptic vibes, guns, but also magic. Sign me.
I've always been
the
more of a
heck
Link
up.
fan.
And actually, Mika, question for you. What do you think you would become in a lawless fantasy world? Seriously.
Well, I could see myself as like a ruthless bounty hunter, blasting away hordes of enemies with a six-shooter, or maybe I'd become a silver-tongued traitor, you know, talking my way out of dangerous situations.
Wait, but what about me?
For you, I picture a dead body, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that makes sense. I mean, I would die quickly.
Yeah.
People have always said I look like the Disco Elysium bloated corpse.
Right? It really checks out. Well, in Lornvale, it looks like both of our visions can come true. Hey, now, Sean, since we're talking about fantasy games, lots of them let you practice alchemy,
It's a nice
right?
set.
But how about a
To be fair,
tycoon
they're
game
on.
that lets you practice alchemy?
Oh, Mika, is your clever wordplay indicative of me getting to brew my own beer?
You are so right, Sean. It is, but more than just that. In our next game, we build a magical monastery. Keep your monks happy and create your very own ale.
Oh, Mika, at last, a game that caters to my desires
Hey,
for
Raven.
evil, mead-based monastery management.
I swear the
Something else
TTS
as
did
we
not
raise
say
a
bold,
goblet
but
or two
okay.
to Ale
I-
Abbey.
Okay. Fucking hell, 39 months. Insanity. Appreciate the support. Evening indeed. I forgot you had that intro. We should send this to Dylan. We can maybe make his own Buckfast Abbey. It's a good one. It is a good one. It does. I mean, there's like genuinely the whole show, for the most part, has been like had so many good-looking games. I was saying that for the main Summer Games Fest opening show, the relative lack of AAA helped a lot because more indie and AA got spotlighted. And I've genuinely like wishlisted over 60 games brought up in the show and like downloaded demos for 30 of them. A couple of which I actually played today that were both good. Cozy Marbles. It's cute. I think I'd probably just wait for the full game for that one though, just so I can get all the other features for it. But the Lock Digital demo was excellent. Like big, gave me the same vibes I got when I played Threes. So definitely worth picking up. I never played the first Streets of Rogue. I'm not even sure I remember. I'm not even sure if I was aware of the first Streets of Rogue.
I think it's time, Red.
I told you, my name is Ringo.
Play an anime. Oh god.
How does this thing work?
This is tailor-made for me.
You just have to combine the words. Like this.
I'm listening.
Found your weakness.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Careful with the face.
I guess it's just you and me now.
Seems that way.
I've never seen the stars like this before.
So, from what I can tell, from what I can make out from the gameplay does look very interesting. I don't think this trailer is doing a very good job of selling the game, though. Just the random bits of sort of soft-spoken dialogue. That's not really doing it for me in terms of the selling like any kind of story or sort of excitement. But I thought the gameplay, the bits that they showed, looked kind of interesting. Looking a bit cheap, yeah.
Coming up in the PC Gaming Show.
Oh, that's the Retro. You know what that game is? That one there. It's by it's made by like a bunch of ex-Blizzard devs. The RTS. I can't remember the name of it, but I'm sure you were really excited about it. New FTL dev game. What, this one? Wait, who's Radical Forge? Okay, they did Brightfall. I swear they've done more than that. One of the other ones might have seen, but okay, I see.
Zoe, I was beginning to think you'd never make it. Ah, you were looking for answers.
This is interesting.
For you, these centuries would have passed in an instant. I once served your father. I helped him lay the groundwork for everything you see here. I am Savi.
I just realized that she got like a bunch of like LED cables hanging down on the end of her ponytail. That's really cool. Steel seat. Well, that really did tell us nothing, but it looked, you know, what was there was looked pretty. We've got you on the TV. Ah, I see. Okay, that's no worries.
We need to move. Come in.
Okay, I like what this is doing. The very noir comic style. It reminds me a little bit, I mean a little bit, not completely, because obviously the gameplay was quite different, and this is even more sort of almost like flat and comic-y, but it reminds me a little bit of 13. The original 13, not the god-awful remaster. Rat.
Thugs like you were all the same.
Just
there's
throw the
an
rat.
offer that you can't
Cruel.
refuse. So, how about you, good fella? Are you ready to get your knuckles bloody with fallen aces?
Well, Mika, I'd rather use a lead pipe. You know, because I have these fragile RTS digits.
Yeah, okay. Well, good news, Sean. You will recognize our next game, Stormgate, a real-time strategy game. It's given off some big StarCraft vibes, which is not surprising since it's being made by a team of former StarCraft developers. And
That's
hey,
what I thought.
Sean,
Yeah.
you've played StarCraft like an hour or two, right?
Oh, yes, Mika. I've played maybe even 3 hours. I even dipped a toe in a little
I think
bit.
this is what I was
Crazy.
thinking
Now,
of.
for all you RTS fans out there, heads up, because with Stormgate, we've got a lot
Yeah,
more
Frost
than just a
Giant.
trailer.
That's
We
what-
visited
that's
the
what- that's
developer
what I thought.
Frost Giant Studios for a close-up look at their new RTS. So get those hand stretches going, prop up your gaming chair, and stay hydrated.
I'm trying to remember which people.
Prepare to do battle in Stormgate.
Before the Infernals invaded us on Earth and destroyed human civilization, they engaged in battle with their sworn enemies, the Celestial Armada.
Okay, yeah, their production director was the campaign designer for. Oh no, wait, sorry. Their game director was their campaign designer for Frozen Throne, which is awesome.
Harnessing both light and darkness. They have new ways to mine resources and centralized army production. Their flying arc ship cascades power, which they use
yeah,
to expand
story.
infrastructure,
Hey, Warcraft 3 did it well.
energize their army, and enhance their abilities. Now, the Celestial Armada is here. Earth is the latest battleground, and the war, it's just getting started.
It really is like Protoss, Terran, and Zerg again, isn't it? That's fine.
The Celestial Armada is this dying alien race that is moving through the galaxy, and they are ancient beings that stretch back to the origins of the universe itself. And everything from their beings to their civilization to where they live is technologically driven. And we love playing into that mechanically with how
Protoss,
they
Terran,
express
and
themselves on the
Gurg.
battlefield.
To be fair, I would
And
play a game where one of the races was just called
faction that we
Infantry,
develop, we
yes!
start with a core identity. The Vanguard, we have this plucky human resistance. They're about adaptability.
Fucking show
and
the
with
Warcraft
the
figures as
Infernals, we
well.
really explored
That's
the idea of a unit-focused faction that could have a different way of summoning their troops into the battlefield. With the Celestials, when we started out, we really wanted to
Yeah,
push
that's
a lot of
ju-
boundaries.
that's
And
just the
we thought,
Botos
how
right
could
there.
we make a building-focused faction, and also a faction that introduces map-wide mobility. They are anchored by this idea.
I know
that
Retro
they're
Scott's really keen to
descending
play
into
this
the
because,
atmosphere
like, there's some
from
good
the
Blizzard
Celestial
pedigree here.
Armada.
Like,
And so when you're playing
their lead
as this
engineers,
faction and can
ex-StarCraft.
build structures
Yes,
all across
yeah.
the map in different places very easily, in many ways
Their
it
game
becomes
director's
this
ex-StarCraft
strategic
game
dance
director.
about where the conflict is playing out on a map. So we've kind of shifted the focus onto the buildings.
Lead artist from StarCraft 2, lead designer from StarCraft 2, lead co-op designer from StarCraft 2.
And that's actually what we want from the Celestials. Is we want to give players a bunch of options, a bunch of flexibility, and a bunch of interesting toys to play with, and then see what comes out the other side. And if you're the type of player that really likes coming up with this innovative way to outsmart opponents,
It might be good this game will die.
is designed for you.
With Celestials,
StarCraft 2 made more.
Really done something that is pure original.
I think it's more better saying that the Star Horse made more money than StarCraft 2. I think StarCraft 2 still did well as far as Blizzard was generally concerned. Like they released they still released the two what is it, Heart of the Swarm and Legacy of the Void.
It is a Blizzard style RTS, and so by saying that we're continuing the legacy of Warcraft and StarCraft, we're really looking at that core RTS experience. But we really believe that even within a Blizzard style RTS, there's a lot of room to innovate.
I mean, at least they're not like trying to pretend anything else. They're literally just saying, yeah, if you like the Blizzard RTSs, come play our games.
We are really excited about bringing a lot of new ideas into the genre. We want you to have this asymmetric experience where playing one faction or another faction really feels almost like a different game entirely.
Our technology runs at a higher tick rate than any real-time strategy game that's ever come before. In a nutshell, essentially what that means is, as a player, the time between clicking and seeing their actions take place is faster than any other RTS game that's really ever come out. As a player, it just feels really
So what, is it just like, are they targeting native 120 as their default tick rate or something?
That we faced with Stormgate is creating a game that maintains the high-skill gameplay that has been the heart of RTS for so long.
Like, it does look
but
neat.
Still provides an on-ramp for new players coming in that doesn't scare them away. It's okay to be a high-skill game. It's actually a good and appealing thing.
Like, I think it could work. It just depends on how much, like, the biggest problem Blizzard often has is they release the game and then immediately invest millions into, like, esports scenes for it rather than letting them evolve naturally. If they don't, if these guys don't try and immediately start a fucking esports league off the back of it, then as long as they can afford the development of it, then they should be okay, and they might be okay.
To really make the game what they tell us they want. We've been having conversations with the community, and together, hopefully, that we really are able to craft something that feels collaborative. We're sharing it at a much earlier
I mean,
stage
I do get that, yeah.
that we've worked on.
Maybe they're kind of hoping that people will migrate because it's like, this is the StarCraft team.
Stormgate, as it evolves, will turn into something that
I don't know. I don't really, I'm not involved at all in the StarCraft community, so I don't know what the current feeling is within that.
Exclusive first look at our Celestial.
I mean, yeah, you're right. It does look like
Stormgate's free to
StarCraft.
play. It's available to everyone. It will be launching fully into early access on August 13th. But you can join us before then on July 13th.
I mean, I hope they do well. Like, it'd be nice to see like all these Blizzard splinter companies succeed.
Douse me in ethereal light and mine my minerals. I am beyond excited for Stormgate.
Hey, Sean,
Yeah.
if you're excited for RTS madness, wait.
Is she just gonna get to sit there and eat junk food? Because
I'm
what a
using
fucking
pretzels
job.
to scoop up my ice cream instead of a spoon. Pretzels, they're like spoons you can eat.
Oh, solid logic, Frankie, but why are you telling me this now?
It's strategy, Sean. Optimum watch party strategy. No spoons, nothing to wash later.
I should have got ice cream.
Here is another example. Let's say someone knocks on my door during the watch party. A regular person would get up and answer the door, but me? I just hurl this brick through my front window, and whoever was knocking runs away in terror. Bricks, they're like spoons you can throw.
I feel like I'm really starting to get you, Frankie. A window brick sounds totally overpowered. I think you're onto something.
My point is this: it's a really
This is great
exciting
banter.
time for strategy games on PC, and we've got so
really is.
many more to show you
But yeah.
today.
No, but yeah, I think I do understand what you're saying, Raven. I think it will be difficult, but
Not want to miss this next one.
I guess we'll need to see. Like, they clearly are just trying to take some of the StarCraft 2 pie. And I guess banking on people being dissatisfied with Blizzard might be a way to do that. As labor stands against capital, you must pick a side. Jesus Christ. I'm liking the aesthetics here. Not just, I don't just mean the pixel art, just like just how they're sort of showing the base building and everything. It looks kind of nice. Oh wow, there's quite you get like so much macro control or micro control as well. I guess I'm yet to be convinced that there's a big enough contingent to satisfy the StarCraft RTS fans that want to be played. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. As I more hope it does well for them rather than I necessarily think. I mean, Retro's really excited for it, but obviously that's one voice. This looks pretty cool. It's got like some XCOM vibes, but also some other stuff on top of it. This looks promising. Yeah, it does. And hello, Mr. Dilkington. Welcome. I'm gonna wishlist that. Looks good. This is like the 3rd or 4th amphibian-based game I've seen at the Summer Games Showcase. This one, Into the Breach vibes. Oh, this is FTL. This is the FTL devs. Okay. Amphibians are based. It's just odd seeing so many amphibian games in one showcase. Well, if it isn't, they should sue. It's the same font. Toads of the Bayou, Fireshine Games, White Grange.
When the demon looked upon the earth,
Looks like it is a different company. Maybe they just licensed the same font.
Really trying to summon a demon from another dimension. What a twat.
The primary mission is to sabotage Camera's operation at any cost.
What a splendid hiding place.
how about a little switcheroo?
You got equipped with thinamajigs too.
You're not the only one with tricks up your sleeve.
Tight passages, traversing the rooftops, require some cunning.
The Mentalist.
Did you just melt him?
It's an incredibly complicated chemical reaction, but yes. Impressive.
Terrifying.
It has its uses.
The Werebear.
Glimpses of a strange
This reminds me of that fucking Russian Avengers film. The like Guardians or something. Because there's a guy who can turn into a bear in that as well, and he has a big minigun.
They said that a career in archaeology would be uneventful.
So that gameplay looked interesting. Weird that we didn't see that at the Devolver Showcase. If it's them publishing it.
Stealth Tactics, a ragtag group of scientists, and a werebear. What a great world premiere trailer. And speaking of trailers, Mika, we've had a ton of them on the PC Gaming Show over the last 10 years. You want to hear some stats?
Oh my God, is Master Chief a Covenant killing machine?
Has and always will be, Mika. And in the first 10 years of the show, we piped into your hungry little eyeballs over 79,018 seconds of exclusive PC gaming content, streaming in a plethora of languages and regions.
And that's not all, Sean. We have worked closely with developers to provide exclusive behind-the-scenes content and showcase some of the most exciting games of the past decade, all of which can be found over on our Steam page.
Indeed, and hey, how about a few more of those stats?
Terrible camera control.
According to chat, a
What, the game or this?
7% of viewers tuned in live right now want us to hurry up and get on with the next trailer. So hey, can't argue with facts.
No, you can't.
more world premieres.
Hey PC gamers, my name is Dave and I'm the director of Mighty Yell, and if you know
Yeah.
us, you know we like to make things that are weird, uplifting, and fun. With those things in mind, I cannot wait to show you our brand new expressive dance battle adventure, All Systems Dance. All Systems Dance takes the fun of freely dancing and moving through a space, combines it with some tense arena combat and a heartfelt and funny story, all in the name of taking down an evil corporation. Look, we wanted to make a game about dance because, well, we're not the greatest dancers. I'm not.
I'm not sure if you really need to put the word evil in front of corporation.
Is that everyone can
It's
dance,
kind of
and
go
if
hand in
everyone
hand.
Can dance, and dance is what you need to save the world, then maybe everyone can save the world. I'm going to let the teaser speak for itself, but please go to allsystemsdance.com for more information. Thank you.
The
for
in-studio stuff
watching
is
this, for
cringe,
being
but
a
it's their
part of this
10th
with us.
anniversary. I wouldn't
And
expect
remember,
anything
the
else.
revolution will not be choreographed.
Isn't this just Hi-Fi Rush? I mean, possibly.
Welcome to
I mean,
Tomorrow.
Phil Spencer did say we need more games like Hi-Fi Rush,
Work,
so...
socialize and relax. We here at Whoosh have thought of everything.
Oh wait, did I see this in the indie showcase? I think I might have.
Don't believe their marketing and don't believe their messaging. This is the face of Whoosh. Look around.
Yeah, I
We are
think
all
I did.
trapped here on this island, we are being watched and we have to fight back. I know they outnumber us, but we've discovered their weakness. Their weakness is dance. Dance reprograms them. Dance makes them see us as more than just a number on a spreadsheet. You have to dance. You have to dance like your life
You have to
depends
dance,
on it.
chat.
Take back control. Free yourself and feel the movement. The revolution will not be choreographed.
Everyone must dance. This looks interesting. Is this Death Stranding but with cars? You've got to do cargo transport. This is a PS1 launch title. Listen, I'm here for the rebirth of the PS1 game. Love the art. Yeah, I mean, the return. Yeah, having PS1 get the sort of PS1 aesthetic make a return is so good. This looks like Twisted Metal. It does a bit, yeah. I keep forgetting how old the original Twisted Metals were. I think the aesthetic is fine if you're doing something with it on the other side. If that's fair. I'm liking how the damage is done on them. Like, I'm liking the sort of the damage decals and stuff. It looks really fucking grim, actually. Yeah, looks. I mean, I never played the demo of Sulfur, but I thought that looked cool.
Atlas 1-1, this is Zeus. Do you copy? Over. We've detected the
Cool. Oh,
anomalous presence
sideways angled gun.
area. We need you to localize it and contain it. There's a lot of blue and red activity there. Do not engage. I repeat, do not engage. Your goal is simple. Search and contain the anomaly. I repeat, search.
This looks weird. I'm not sure I like that.
Atlas, do you copy? Respond, Atlas.
I'll be giving that a solid miss, I think. Too much spook, yeah. Too much spook for me.
Okay, Mika, pop quiz.
But I didn't study, Sean.
Quiet, listen.
Oh,
Let's say you find
no.
yourself face
She
to
didn't
face
study,
with a
chat.
Huge mutant super soldier whose arm has been replaced by a chainsaw.
Okay.
What do?
Well, if I were a mad scientist working for an evil mega corporation, you know, like you do.
I think that was the one that did the tech demo that looked nothing like the final game. Hell yeah.
Oh my god, perfect, because that means you would fit right in at Tripwire Interactive, who have been working for years to bring us the next installment in the Killing Floor series. Now, for those of you who didn't know, the franchise has been a huge staple of the PC gaming show since its inception.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Was Killing Floor 2 out when we were in university, or was that Killing Floor 1 that some of you guys played?
A new upgraded generation of Zeds in this long-awaited co-op horror FPS.
And the Zeds aren't the only things that have gotten an upgrade. To learn more, we visited those mad scientists at Tripwire Interactive for this exclusive look at the guns and gore of Killing Floor.
I like that they're doing sort of the studio, more of the studio stuff. I know obviously we could have seen that if we'd stuck around for the 30 minutes of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 showcase, but
Who's ready for a bit of fun?
that looks pretty fun. I mean, I know Killing Floor 2 is popular for a reason. Yeah. Yeah, I fuck with this. Maybe when the bandwagon picks it up, I'll join in.
Action horror would be the thing that we focused on from the beginning with Killing Floor 3. It was really about science gone wrong. I mean, even like, look at this set, right? As a kid of the 80s and 90s, I just loved the Dark Horse Aliens and Predator comics. There were some elements in there about trying to create biological weapons set in a thematically dystopian themed world. So we wanted to tie that in. But from Predator and Aliens, one of the things that you see the most is basically a group of well-trained badasses who have to use every single bullet, every single grenade, every single weapon to handle the things that they're being faced with, these kind of insurmountable odds. Those moments are what...
In the Aliens films, only in 2 and 4 does that really apply.
There's just a combination of just so many small elements.
I guess he is talking about the comics.
Killing Floor 2 experience. We've increased the amount of Zeds that are in the world at one time, so the battle feels way more epic.
We knew we wanted Zeds to become more challenging. We're
When was Killing
how
Floor
they
2
get to you,
released?
how they damage you. So the cone of danger has essentially increased dramatically. Anywhere on screen.
Okay, yeah, wow, it's been 8 years since the last Killing Floor.
Keep my head on a swivel and really learn how to prioritize my targets. It's not essentially what's closest to me, but what can get to me faster, what's going to do more damage. It's just more ways to kind of amplify not only the action, but that horror element as well in KF3.
We have like very detailed hit detection system now, and you can blow off any limb. Every bullet hole that hits it stays there permanently. Exactly where you burn the creature is where you'll see its flesh burned. We actually have Zeds where you can blow limbs off and they'll keep fighting you if it's not a critical spot of that Zed.
Most of our Zeds have somewhat of a critical zone on it. So certain Zed tech, like on the flesh pound, on his back, on his chest, they'll glow. If you shoot that, it will explode off and expose like an inner critical zone that when you shoot will kind of deal the ultimate killing blow to that Zed. One thing that's always felt great in Killing Floor is shooting things in the head. We wanted there to be variety when you do that.
If there really is like complete, really like proper decaling over everything, that's pretty cool.
What that head could look
because I know decals are relatively cheap, but that's still a fairly big thing to do for
just a massive tongue and maybe like a few teeth
such large groups of enemies.
Kind of like little Easter eggs throughout everything. That impact and that feedback
And the
that
damage system as
variation
well.
makes
Same applies to
shooting things in
that.
the head feel incredibly rewarding. We hope you enjoyed that exclusive look at Killing Floor 3. For more information, visit killingfloor3.com and wishlist now.
Yeah, it looks cool. And I'm sure the Killing Floor 2 fans will be very
beautifully
happy.
twisted and nightmarishly gory game. I've already added it to my wish list, and look at this, Mika.
Oh.
I've also been in their Discord for 3 weeks.
Sean, that is the Discord for Cleaning Floor 3, the mopping simulator.
Oh, I mean, I was kind of wondering why there was so little chat about killing Zeds and so much about preventing streak marks on kitchen floors.
All right, let's leave Zeds behind because
Good
in our
joke.
next game, there is a different type of mob filling the streets. Thousands of screaming sports fanatics. You can manage traffic, security, and logistics for athletes and fans in football tycoon game Coppa City. Here's the world premiere trailer.
A game like this feels so niche, but at the same time, it'll probably. It wouldn't surprise me if they've spent loads of money making it.
You are responsible for how it will go down in history. Get ready to host the biggest clubs from all around the world. You will have to manage every single detail.
Because what, you're not even managing the team, you're managing the venue.
Fans swarming your city. Filling the streets with energy you can only get from football fever. But remember, safety is a top priority. It's all in your hands. Can you find the right balance?
I never imagined that we'd live in a world where you can get a game where you're in charge of managing the security at an old firm game. That's such a specific desire out of video game fans, but I'm glad that they're going to get that. Set in the 80s would be amazing. Yeah, it would be fucking good. Stop these. Check all incoming fans to make sure they've not got 5p coins in their pockets.
Clubs, engage thousands of fans, create a football fiesta. Coppa City 25, the first football tycoon.
I think that what they should do is they should also include a feature where you can compose excessively elaborate football tunes that that the fans will sing. That's what I'm gonna unpacking.
Hope you come find me soon. I have lost you all. A storm blew you all away. I call on my tempo. Please.
I'm not sure how I feel about the visual style for this. I feel like with how nice unpacking looked. Oh, actually, this is a bit better. I don't know, I just thought unpacking was like incredibly pretty as a game. Yeah, unpacking is like such a beautiful game, and this just kind of looks a bit generic. like just generic stylized, which is horrible that that's like a thing that you can almost say. It's probably not a thing you can say. It's a thing I'm saying though.
Hey, Candy Narwhal! Dog with the face of the guy from the deli, Hinge Elfin Princess, and Nightmare Clown. Hey, Cat! Are you ready to play awesome games in my own fantasy megaverse? I hope I never wake up.
Stay.
So this had the PC Gamer logo, so this is presumably an animation they've created. Because the camera cuts in this are really bad as well.
You do know about PC Game Pass, right?
PC Game Pass? What's that?
It's a membership that lets PC players play new and immersive PC games.
Like going to a PC gamer's dreamland, only you're awake and he's not here.
Tell me all about it!
You'll get day one access to some of the biggest new releases, along with a curated library of PC games.
It even includes an EA Play membership.
And it's crammed to the gunnels with exclusive member benefits and discounts. If I were human instead of a ripped dream elf, then I'd use it to try games and buy them for less.
I actually kind of love the ripped elf, to be fair.
Can I play with my friends? Ask them yourself. Huzzah! Cool, multiplayer. So it's a gaming membership designed specifically for PC players, and you get all these awesome features for a low monthly price?
Exactly! You even get exclusive Riot Games benefits. Uh-oh.
Thanks, guys. As soon as I wake up, I'm joining PC Game Pass. It's literally a dream come true. Better, even.
That's incredible that they paid to advertise it in someone else's show rather than their own one. That's great.
You know, it's not often I get to say this, but
I really wanted to just get PC Game Pass, but you can't do any of the cloud streaming with PC Game Pass. You have to get Ultimate for that, and you have to have Ultimate. You have to. Cloud streaming is the only way to play Halo 5.
True. Well, let's keep the show rolling with some more trailers.
This looks alright. Not really much to show for it, but...
Solver for Strange Scaffold, the studio behind El Paso elsewhere. We're making a covert revenge thriller.
Yeah, alright is the most I'd say for it.
And gets hunted across the North American wilderness by the military-industrial complex, and I was like, hey, can I shoot this promo here? And they said, well, it's Texas, of course we can hunt you. And I said, what's that? The one thing the games industry needs more than a corporation that gives a shit about developers and their players is WASP slander. Now, I could tell you about how Strange Scaffold, the studio behind El Paso elsewhere, is making an exciting new action game, but if you get anything out of this next trailer, I hope it's that WASPs are evil bastards and they should be shot on sight. Thank you.
Where are you hiding? The more you hide, the more agents we send.
Wasp
and
slander.
The more agents we send. Well, come on out, you big bitch.
Okay.
Wait. I've got hiding.
White Anglo-Saxon Protestants. I kind of like the look of this, to be fair. I know for a fact, though, that if I played this, I wouldn't get gameplay that looked half as good as this.
Be careful what you wish for.
But
The Cataclysma left us broken, lost. But we rose, piece by piece, night after night. They broke us once, but I see no broken souls today. I see a people carved from stone. And with this stone,
I've seen some other sort of troop commanding towery defense stuff that I think looks better than that.
Coming up in the PC Gaming Show.
Oh, hey, look, another Wait, is that the same RTS we saw earlier or a different one? Because it looks exactly the same.
Listen, I don't care what you were doing back on Earth, shooting hobos in tracksuits or sweating in a bush in some godforsaken jungle. This is nothing like what you've ever faced. Our intel confirms enemy operators deployed in the AO. And it seems like those alien freaks can be killed with light. Keep your mission objective a priority, and I'll see you on the other side. Moving out.
I'm kind of yawning. It looks like just another, I'm gonna guess, just another sort of extraction shooter with like trying to ape some of the same stuff that Left 4 Dead did, but probably not as well. Yeah. Sorry, Dog Howl, not my thing.
Excellent work as always, Day 9. What's up, everybody? I'm Tasteless, and I am joined with David Kim and Artosis. Today, we're going to be talking to you about a very exciting new game, Battle Aces, a fast-action RTS.
Yeah, so let's get right into it. So this first building that you see right here is my core. This is where my units train out of. And also, if I lose the core, then I lose the game.
It seems like in this game you can expand like within seconds of it starting. Is that correct?
Yeah, so right when the game
So it's an
starts, you have
RTS
enough
MOBA.
resources to either expand, tech, or build an army to attack with.
You know, something that we keep seeing show up on this screen right now is that intelligence bar. This is one of my favorite things about Battle Aces, where you can immediately see not just your unit deck, but your opponent's as well, and start strategizing from the get-go.
For sure, and not only that, I can also see the precise...
Well, we meant to already know a bit about this game, because it feels like they kind of jumped ahead a little bit.
So we can strategize very precisely in this game.
So
Because he's gone straight from going, oh wow, you can build in two places, to
how many units exactly
this is my favorite feature of this game.
right now?
Yeah, so we have 45 units planned for the closed beta, but we'll be adding new units every single season, so the possibilities of strategy will be endless.
Now, I notice here on the intelligence bar, you can see you're teching up, your opponent is taking that faster third base, and I see you're playing like a very defensive, tech-oriented game, whereas your opponent is playing a bit more fast-paced, right? Like he's running around, he's doing the attacking while you're doing the defending.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about the different types of strategies? that
Sorry,
you can
I'm
use for
completely...
different players?
This, to me, this
So in
is
this specific
shocking.
game,
I just
I'm
have...
trying to show off a more easier way to play.
I
So
just-
you'll notice that I'm not really
I just
clicking
don't
all
care.
that much kind of thing. So my basic strategy is in tier 1, I have these recall units that can teleport back to any of my bases, making it a very easy defensive option. And I'm straight teching to king crabs that are very strong at harassing enemy bases and expansions.
Now, game timers and RTSs is not like a new thing, but what's interesting about this one is that this game counter is counting down. What's the story with that?
Yeah, so we have a max game limit of 10 minutes in this game. So when the timer reaches 0, then the game will end, and the winning player is whoever has the higher score.
Yeah, like, is this a game that we're meant to... Or I assume this is a game we're meant to already know about, right? But... Like, I hope this isn't an announcement... Well, they said a brand new game. Like, I hope this isn't meant to be the announcement.
Counterattacking?
Yeah, for sure. So I sent 2 to the back so that I can take down one of these bases, hopefully, and while playing a defensive game, but the enemy noticed that, and because he can't, he was kind of off position, that's why he went all in on my third base.
Yeah, it looks like he will end up killing off your third base here, and in fact brings in a huge army, but it looks like you will defend, unfortunately losing that third base.
Yeah, but I do have a bigger army, and I was able to save those 2 king crabs and bring them back, so I'm feeling pretty good about this massive attack right here.
Yeah, it looks like you're pushing forward, and that is a very scary army with that many king crabs. Let's see how you end up doing. It does look like it's going to end up being a rout, even taking down his flying units there.
That is a
Looks
lot
like
of king
you've done a
crabs,
great
chat.
job
You
at
can't
this
deny
game,
that.
David. And, you know, I gotta say, guys, I've played a lot of Battle Aces, and if you want a more in-depth look at the high skill expression available, check it out at playbattleaces.com.
And we'll be starting our beta very soon, in a few weeks. So please make sure to sign up for the beta while you're there at the site.
And be sure to wishlist it on Steam. Thank you so much for joining us. That's all the time we have. Day 9, back to you.
Holy fuck. Apparently, The Xbox website says Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is going to take up 300 gigabytes of hard drive space.
And Nick Tasteless Plot, my literal brother that refers to me by my internet moniker.
Well, now, Sean, Frankie told us there'd be
Yeah, I'm not signing up for that beta either, Delta.
show, and you know she was right. There has never been a better time to be a PC gamer and an RTS fan. And with the lightning
300
fast action of
gigabytes.
its 1v1 and 2v2 modes, Battle Aces is a big reason why.
And
next up, Citizen Sleeper 2.
Wait, I'm sorry. I thought I was
no,
gonna...
I thought it...
It's me, right?
No.
Well, look.
Okay.
If you don't mind, I'm a little mixed up, but
These skits keep up. I will be the sleeper citizen.
The world of a malfunctioning android housing the digitized consciousness of a human being can be treacherous existence at the best.
I was supposed to introduce that trailer. Me, Mika. And then he just swoops in and steals it. Ho, you've made a powerful enemy today, Plot.
Mika, is everything okay?
Yeah, what? Yeah. Why wouldn't it be?
Okay, great.
Yeah.
As
This
I
is
was
great.
saying,
This is. I'm really glad we get to keep watching this.
Day 9, and you won't have
Oh, cool. More of it.
Look, Mika, we can all hear your thoughts.
What? How?
Well, yeah, you recorded them earlier, in the voiceover studio. I mean, that's the audio that's
Oh,
being
guys,
played
it's
in the studio
meta.
right now. Guys, can we go ahead and mute 003 Mika's internal rage.wave right now?
You got it, Sean.
I'm sorry, I just, I really wanted to introduce the trailer. I'm like the TTRPG girl.
Okay, you know what? Honestly,
yeah.
totally fine. Go
You
ahead.
sure? Okay. You've lost your memory and there's a bounty on your head.
Hey, wait, hold on. Where are my vengeful thoughts?
Oh.
Sorry, Sean. It got taped over with one of our nature documentaries.
All right, well, just play that, I guess.
It's still going.
Saying, you've lost your memory.
Bolivian gulping iguana sounds its mating call, a noise often described as nature's...
I really don't like. I can't believe that jokingly saying that you'll kill yourself is against Twitch TOS. Because sometimes I feel like there's appropriate moments to pull that card out.
Citizen Sleeper 2, which I got to announce and not Sean.
Oh fuck's sakes! This better be worth it. That was like.
Sleeper. We're in trouble. Lane's closing in, and we need this next contract to go right. But nothing's gone right so far. That contract Carson gave us was trouble from the start. Junie? I didn't trust her. Not for a moment. That derelict was a death trap. Suddenly, it was all over. But we've got to bounce back. We've secured the contract. So let's talk, crew. How about Mia? She was handy with that drone. Stopped the whole thing blowing up in our faces. Or Eugene. He's a loudmouth, but he's tough as hell. Although he did forget to tell us about Vesna.
I'm sure this game is actually quite deep and anything, but it's not. Whatever its mechanics are, they're not. They don't gel well with like a quick format introduction like this. I'm struggling to work out what the fuck is going on.
Never run smooth.
Maybe it's just targeted people who had already played Citizen Sleeper 1, I guess. I haven't heard of it. Opening with 30 seconds of rapid dialogue and UI is bold. Yeah, especially when it's been followed by, when it's following on from a 3-minute skit that almost put you to sleep. This one, to me, the art styles... There seems to be too many different art styles going on here. Like the characters, the cutscenes, and the environment all had different... all seem to have like slightly different styles. Ugh. Okay, create your own maps. That's cool. What do you do with them? I mean, that seems interesting. It looks better than the previous couple of games. That was actually just the lightsaber sound, wasn't it? That was just the lightsaber deploying sound. I get what they're going for here, but I don't think, for me, it's not working. Open source now and forever. That's, I guess, in something
Wish you
interesting.
could keep track of all the games you're seeing on the PC Gaming Show? Well, that's exactly what wishlists are for. The PC Gaming Show Steam page is a one-stop shop where you can fill up your wishlist with every single game we're featuring on our show. Make it quick though. We've got an unbeatable trailer coming up. That's no exaggeration. It really is unbeatable.
All right. Interest peaked.
I say the lines, the syllables, got it memorized so I can make it stop. You treat me like a criminal, so why shouldn't I treat you like you're a cop?
Please make the game. Please let the gameplay look good, because this is pretty cool. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of vibing. I think this looks pretty good. Although the gameplay, although I keep saying that, and the gameplay keeps changing every time. Well, that's the thing. It started off as an anime rhythm game, and then it went all. It was started off as like a anime rhythm game, then a side scroll, and then like a 3D platformer. Yeah, that looks cool. I'm gonna wishlist that. Who did they say was making this game? I missed the opening part. Or did they not say yet? Is this, this looks similar... This seems a bit similar to, was it Nuclear Throne, is it? I didn't see if they did say. Ah, okay. Odinfall. This has its charms. I'm not sure when your pixel art is like that limited that zooming in is the best idea. Like, the combat's kind of meh, from what I can see, but I kind of like just the little world exploration that they're doing. It's kind of cool. Looks nice. And like the lighting in the lighting's really nice as well. That's something I really appreciate in like 2D, in like sort of any kind of 2D game, is like really good lighting in 2D games, because it's not something you see, I guess, as much. Like, obviously, you'll usually get really good lighting models in 3D games, but 2D...
That is a
well, it's
double
often.
shot of exciting news. Core Keeper's upcoming 1.0 launch and twin stick shooters Odenfall coming to early access later this year.
Okay, Mika, I can't wait to show everyone our next game, and it's so exciting. I'm gonna need to stand up for this. Should stand up too.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay.
It's hard to think of a better combination than the team behind the gloriously gory medieval warfare slasher Chivalry 2 and this classic zombie survival horror game that started out as a mod for Half-Life 2.
Brace yourself for 8-player co-op, permadeath, and the terrifying cinematic experience of No More
Mika's...
Room in Hell. So let's take a look.
I mean, the whole thing's kind of cringe, but Mika's definitely the less cringe of the two. And her fit is on fire as well. Did we watch this at the... Did we watch this already? I can't remember.
Is a permadeath horror co-op game.
You start with a flashlight with no weapons, and you're exploring in the dark, and you're trying to find your first friend and your first weapons
Maybe
to
not.
get some safety.
You find more gear, you find more people. It's suddenly 4 players, 6 players, 8 players, up to that final showdown at the power plant, where hordes of zombies are pouring in and are using explosives and assault rifles to overcome that final challenge.
Like with Chivalry, combat is the first thing we focused on. Being Torn Banner, we want that game feel just really intense, and it's part of the immersion. Every run is different. We're looking at how do we deliver the Hollywood cinematic experiences. You know, how do we put you in a place that you've never been before, but you've always
That character
wanted to
looked a
be.
little bit like
It's
Ellie
a co-op
Williams.
game with consequences.
And I think that
the
might have been
fun becomes,
deliberate.
how long can I survive the zombie apocalypse?
Actual in-game footage. I'm liking the gun sound. Was that a moose earlier? Just chilling there. So out with the gun, apart from the gun sound design, I'm not really seeing too much here that's... Cool. Bear? Just an elk with a turret? Yeah. That was a Wilhelm scream. Yeah, I'm sorry. That game really didn't offer much at all. Landing on a moose being hit by a rock is based, actually. See, this is the problem when you start doing some of the... I was going to say when you start doing some of the PC games. You start getting the ones that just look like fucking asset bundles from the Epic store. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at right now. Jesus Christ, that looks so... That's not even playable? Like, it looks so visually obnoxious. I couldn't even read the title of the fucking game. I actually couldn't read the title of the game because it was that badly contrasted against the fucking background. God knows what the fuck it was. I'm not rolling back to find out. It looked like shit.
Peggy 18.
What if we only made our game use fucking 4-bit pastel colors? And that's everything in it. Okay, so this actually looks kind of interesting. So there's a 2D game I've played called Speedrunners, and basically it's just 4 of you running in a loop over and over again, waiting for someone to make one small mistake and falling behind and getting cut off by the screen, because the screen only zooms more and more in on like on the person in first place, so you have to all stay close to each other, and if you don't, you'll slowly die until only one person's left. And this looks a bit like a 3D version of that, and that's kind of fucking cool. Also, it looks a bit like the race from Alita Battle Angel. Not quite as over the top, but... yeah, that looks really cool. I actually really like the look of that. No guns or anything, just...
Gore meets parkour in Death Sprint 66. And here I thought the worst thing that could happen while jogging is jogging. Now, you've heard of motorbikes and motorboats, but how about motor brooms? In Crescent County, you can escape to a beautiful and wholesome island of witches, where you don't just fly around on boring old wooden brooms. You soup them up, trick them out, and use them for drifting, racing, and running a high-speed delivery service. Let's take a visit to Crescent County.
This is the second game featuring witches with like weird broom types, because these are motor brooms, but there was also one where you rode a skate broom, like literally a skateboard mixed with a broomstick, and it was kind of cool. And I was saying it's really good that like witches are getting their reputation rehabilitated outside of Harry Potter. It looks kind of cool, actually. That cut was a bit weird. Yeah, I'm gonna send that to Lindsay. Actually, I think she might like. She likes witchy stuff.
I'm lucky to be joined by Crescent County's creative director, Anna Hollenreich. Anna, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for
Oh
having
fuck!
me.
It's Anna Hollenreich. I know.
To be here.
Now that was a lovely.
I followed her on Twitter for years. Like
what we
she's
just saw.
It's
pretty
kind
outspoken
of,
about
if you
stuff. It's
imagine
cool.
Kiki's Delivery Service meets the Bikes of Kira, set on a rural witch tech island. It's a game about finding yourself, kind of as a proto-adult, and I'm really interested in this question of how do you find home in a new space? How does a place become yours? By day, you're driving around the island, making deliveries to the locals, and then by night, you're racing around the island with the characters that you've befriended along the way, or, I don't know, maybe you want to get one of the characters to date you, but you need a bed frame because they have self-respect. Believe me.
You did say that you took some personal experiences into this. It's so real. Okay.
Oh, she has to.
So talk to me a
She has
little
to try
bit
not
about
to
where the idea
cringe.
for Crescent County came from.
It's inspired by my first ever proper video games job where I moved to the Isle of Wight. I couldn't stop doing this witch tech mashup. I couldn't stop drawing it. I was going to Comic-Cons, I was selling art about it, and I've been working in big teams on things like Fall Guys. But I knew that if I didn't launch myself out into the unknown, I would never forgive myself.
So you're taking this big leap into making this game, and it's in the cozy genre. What sets your game apart from those?
So this is a delivery life sim game, right? But it's also got underground motorhome street racing in it. I really love genre mashups. I think that they're so interesting, and I love making worlds that feel warm and lived in and loved, where people feel, you know, relaxed and safe. But also, if you want to amp things up, you can trick out your motor broom to the point where you're almost flying and smash into your friends with all your sigil sticker powers.
What about it excites you the most, though?
We're really interested in making this island feel very relaxing to drive around, but also hiding all of these little shortcuts and jumps and boosts all over the place so that it can be just as intense.
Yeah, I feel like I remember when Anna went on to form her own studio.
Get their hands on Crescent County.
So this game means the absolute world to us. It's a bit of my heart, it's a bit of my soul, and if it interests you, please add it to your wish list.
Crescent County looks amazing, Sean, and it is just oozing with charm. I'm definitely making room for it at the top of my wish list.
Yeah, I mean, genre mix-ups, she's right. It's so, like, I feel like that's with like so many. I'm trying to think of the best way to say it. A lot, like, you know, there's. I feel like we've not hit the limit, but I feel like we're seeing so many games that have are sort of fairly similar to each other. Genre mix-up seems to be a good way to breathe sort of fresh life into something that could even be tired. Not that that was particularly taking anything that was particularly tired, but yeah, genre mix-ups I think help with the weird and the wonderful. This isn't really doing much for me. But I think they did say it was like a more of an indie. I mean, I say more indie. I mean, yeah, indie.io.
My name is Sam Walker, and I am the last man standing. I steel myself for what's to come. I may not survive this, but at least I'll go down fighting. Fighting for a chance to make things right.
Oh, he's dark and brooding.
Too little, too late.
That told us absolutely fuck all. Yeah. There have been some great names. Like there's a game coming out. The game itself looks pretty decent, but the game is just called Deer and Boy because it's about a deer and a boy. Like, come on, guys! I feel like you could have done a bit more. Who are you playing as in this? I'll be trying to be kinder. These are like smaller more indie studios. That's the aesthetics are kind of cute here. Renaissance Kingdom Wars. I swear I've heard that name before. I wish it had said a bit more. Like, I wish it had shown like how like, I don't know, a fast play-by of like the actual building, because it showed fully built cities and it said build from nothing to this, and it's like, yeah, but how does that actually work?
Set out on the journey, my child, and find your voice. For it is the sound of the instrument that soothes your father.
I don't know where to go, where to search.
Okay, yeah, I'm not feeling this one. And I feel bad, because these are like clearly much smaller games, but...
Other worse, whereby the heavy cup of wine.
They're not all gonna be winners. Yeah, very weird. I haven't played Cat Quest 1 or 2. Don't think I've even heard of Cat Quest 1 or 2. Combat doesn't look terrible. I like hitting things and seeing big numbers.
My name is Nicole He, and I'm working with Nereal and Devolver Digital to make the world's first first-person shooter, The Crush House. So in the game, you've been hired to produce 1999's hottest reality show.
Oh, this again! This is the third time I've seen this. You're basically making like Love Island.
But remember, never ever speak to the talent. Anyway, all the different audience groups want to see different things, so let's see who's tuning in today. All right, we've got the divorced dads. They want to see romances, meat on the grill, strong male emotions, you know, divorced dad stuff. And the fish freaks are here. We've earned money from ads, so let's put some fish in the tank for them. This is normal for reality TV. And the film students are watching, and they want to see all of this at a Dutch angle, of course. Hold on, but guys in the chat, let's see what they have to say. Pants are a prison for the ass, if that's what you want, Sir Mix-a-Lot. You know, if we combo all the different things that they want to see in frame together,
so each subsequent trailer I've seen of this, they've explained more, and I've come to dislike this game even more as a result.
We have to satisfy them, or else the show will be cancelled. But don't worry if things do go wrong. This is reality TV after all. Just pick a new cast, start the season over, and maybe this time we'll make it to the series finale of The Crush House.
Yeah, I saw this at the Devolver Digital showcase, the women-led games showcase, and now here on the PC Gamer showcase. Those characters are creepy. It's got a very, is it My Sims look to them? The concept is pretty funny, but the gameplay... I mean, yeah, the concept is sort of, I guess, kind of funny, but yeah, it's just... I think having seen the same thing 3 times now, I'm just like, oh, no. No more, please. I'd much prefer like a reality game where, like, I don't know, something like Hell's Kitchen, where you basically, but you're playing as Gordon Ramsay, so you need to basically get the best kind of clippable viral moments by just absolutely belittling people without ensuing a lawsuit. You know, so in the early seasons of the show, you can make fun of a contestant's weight, but later on, you can't get away with that sort of thing. I've been watching season 1 of Hell's Kitchen, and Jesus Christ, one of the guys on the team who's like quite big, he just every episode he's just like, you fat fuck, you stupid fat idiot, just every single time. It was unreal. Is this just Euro Truck but in space? Because if it is, that's not my thing. But I know that this game has an audience, has a definite audience. Yeah, it is just fucking Euro Truck in space.
Coming up in the PC Gaming Show.
I want to see whatever that Spirited Away looking thing is. Okay, there's some interesting looking stuff coming up.
Trust me when I say I know what it's like to wait for a big release to arrive. This particular download has been queuing for months. But fans of extraction shooters, and I'm talking about the extraction shooter, the one that kicked off an entirely new genre, don't have much longer to wait. Multiplayer FPS Escape from Tarkov has been in beta since 2017, but is now preparing for its heralded 1.0 release. Here's a look at what's coming when the granddaddy of extraction shooters goes gold.
Ну, здравствуй, солдат. Давненько не заходил. Куда пропадал-то?
Wait, the granddaddy is this Tarkov then? Didn't they cause a huge amount of controversy, like absolutely fucking torpedo all goodwill recently?
Да, изменился ты. Ну и у нас тут жизнь не стоит на месте. Конфликт в Таркове снова.
Yeah, didn't they do something to do with like some fucking? They were like, oh yeah, we're releasing a version, and people who bought like the lifetime pass or something don't actually get everything in it or something. I can't remember the split. I just remember there being a big drama about it, and it was like, it was right around the time that Helldivers 2 was shitting the bed as well.
Похоже, придется тебе снова показать, чего ты стоишь, боец. Путь осилит идущий, так ведь? И кто знает, может у тебя и получится сбежать из Таркова.
I'm gonna need to do a quick. Be right back for like 5 minutes. I'll do a Hassan and leave the stream running so we can watch it. But I'll be right back.
If it's vengeance you want, I'll give it to you. As long as Uru is free, your world is in mortal peril. Help me steal him away. Stem the tide of destruction. It's the least you can do.
Come at me! You're in my way. Let's go!
game blows your mind. Mullet Mad Jack.
Sean, I am sad to say it, but we're not a million miles away from the end of our show.
What? Already?
Oh, wait. Sean, are you about to yell no and dramatically wave your fist at the sky?
No, I just thought I was going to sneeze. Anyways, as you were saying.
Right, well, we don't have much left in the show, so it's time to...
Sorry, it turns out I am allergic to shows nearing conclusion.
Well, as I was saying, it is time to share something very special. We are living in a golden age of city builders, and there's something out there for everyone. Strategy, survival, puzzle games, co-op, there are even some really great, cozy, no-stress city builders.
And it's true, but even with all the city builders I play, I can honestly say that we've never seen one quite like this. From a very talented team of developers who made games like Mark of the Ninja and Gone Home, let's watch the world premiere of Generation Exile.
Our generation ship was to travel hundreds of years across the stars so we could build a new world for humanity. We had tried to restore Earth's ravaged ecology. The desperate solution nearly wiped us out instead. And now it's on the ship. And it's growing. There are only a few thousand of us left, and we cannot repeat the past. In our ship's closed ecosystems, resources are finite. Nothing can go to waste. Every bit of scrap.
I'm back. Sorry about that. I caught some of the stuff.
Repurposed into what we need.
What was it? Gone Home and Mark of the Ninja creators. Both of those are excellent games.
We might not always work well with each other. We might squabble. We might stumble. But we are all we have.
I still haven't finished Mark of the Ninja. I kept starting it, making some progress, thinking it was great, putting it down for a little bit, and then forgetting.
To the unknown. We're not just learning to build a sustainable future. Everyone on board is living their own story. And your story will be different.
I saw someone in the comments of this is not this one, but one of the previous games saying my SBI detector is going off the chart. And I just can't imagine what it's like to live that kind of pathetic existence.
A second chance.
It was in regards to, I can't remember which game.
Generation Exile is a sustainable solar punk city builder with a reactive.
Why is everyone on Twitch LGBTQ? Because we're awesome, that's why.
The game is played. You were aboard a generation ship traveling for several hundred years, leaving a ecologically ravaged Earth behind.
You got anything more interesting to say?
To find a new home for humanity. And so rather than repeat the failings of Earth in the past, you need to find a new way.
Also, I imagine with it being Pride Month, there might be a higher proportion of LGBTQ people feeling comfortable streaming.
Shepherd humanity successfully to the destination planet, and that they live to get there, and there's enough people to keep humanity going.
But hello, Goat. That's certainly one way to introduce yourself into a new channel.
City builders, where yes, you know, you're still having to
When's
provide
Pride
the
Month?
basics for your society.
Pride Month. I don't know about Pride Month. Pride Month, however, is June. So we're in Pride Month just now, which is why potentially you might see more people with the tag.
Well, when we need more resources, we can just keep extracting. We can just keep growing and growing and growing. It's simply not possible to keep expanding forever. And that is a thematic element of the game for sure, but I think part of that has come from just looking at the industry around us, where all the goals are just like, what are the returns for the next quarter? You know, we see
Bye. Yeah, cheers for stopping by.
By that single-minded focus on
good chat.
Value in the short term, and the people who are harmed the most by that are the thousands of people who in the last 6-8 months have lost their jobs, right? So as you make your way through the game and progress through the game, rather than just infinitely getting bigger, it's about becoming more regenerative.
That was incredibly fucking weird.
Only what you have around you, because there's no external source.
But the world's least.
You're on a spaceship.
Like, imagine not even being committed that much to being
What we wanted to achieve is
being a fucking idiot. Just like
set of city building mechanic, but having more narrative and story elements there as well. Because the thing that is so rich about city builders is that they're so systems dense, and that game state is all very much driven by the choices and
I
decisions.
love that their water purifiers have fucking capybaras in them. For no other reason than I guarantee they just really like capybaras.
Drag it out kicking and screaming.
but in a good way.
In a good way.
Where rather than, you know, just like everyone's going to play through the game and at turn 15, this thing happens. Then at turn 25, this thing happens. Instead, you can just have authored narrative events that are reactive to whatever choices you've made, like weird ecology things that are occurring aboard the vessel, or
their situations,
crises.
Yeah.
Small and large. We're able to provide the player the ability to make consequential specific decisions that are divorced from just the pure systems of the game, which then informs the events that will occur in the future, so that at the end there will be echoes of the decisions you've made along the way. It should feel like the journey to get there is one that you uniquely experience, and the conditions that you finish with are ones that are reactive to all the decisions you made leading up to that point. The game can be wish listed right now on Steam, and folks can also just go to SonderlessStudios.com to sign up for our newsletter and learn more as we roll things out. There'll be more delicious tidbits in there.
Will they be delicious?
They'll be delicious.
How delicious?
Delectable.
A huge thanks to the good folks at Sonderlust for letting us take a look inside their new sci-fi city builder, Generation Exile.
It looks incredible, and the amount of love and work the team have put into it really shines through.
Now look, we are under no illusion that this last year has been incredibly difficult for so many developers in the face of thousands of layoffs and countless studio closures.
Today we are so grateful that we have the chance to put a spotlight on many people really continuing to make games in the face of uncertainty.
I was surprised that Keighley brought up the...
many showcases. We encourage you to purchase.
This guy's tweaking with the game looks good. Yeah, I bet. That was it. Mullet Mad Jack looks pretty cool, actually. I need to remember to wishlist that. I briefly saw that when I was away.
Next up, you'd think the sight of a house standing up and walking around on two weird massive chicken legs would be horrifying. But when you realize it's taking some heavy witch vibes from everyone's favorite Slavic folklore character, Baba Yaga, it's actually pretty awesome. Reka is the base building exploration game you'd curse yourself for missing.
I think I saw this at the indie showcase, actually. Yeah, what I was saying, Jeff Keighley, I'm kind of glad that he talked a bit about the redundancies and stuff. And how it was, like, a really rough time for games. Yeah. I'm not a huge survival game person, which is what this kind of does evoke. I mean, they say base building, but base building survival. But of all of them, this does look pretty cool. Like, it doesn't look like early access ass like most of them do. And, you know, the fact that the base gets up and walks away on chicken legs is pretty cool. Okay, let's just wishlist it and maybe download the demo. We've downloaded a ton of other demos, so... I think this one's a bit too puzzly for me. I'm really bad at puzzle games, and just, I don't mind some puzzly elements and certain types of them, but... kind of gives Nightingale vibes about the steampunk element.
We aren't the only ones celebrating an anniversary. iBuyPower is hitting a major
sure I'm familiar with
milestone of their
Nightingale.
own, having been around for 25 years. iBuyPower is a fully independent and leading manufacturer of high-performance pre-built and custom gaming PCs based in North America. As a special thanks for 25 years of powering the PC gaming community, iBuyPower is giving away one of their official VCT Americas PCs, the RDY Y70 Valorant VCT AR002. This bad boy boasts a hefty AMD Ryzen 7 7800X3D CPU, a GeForce RTX 4070 Ti, and 32 gigs of DDR5 5600 MHz RAM. Did I also mention
I didn't pay attention to any of that.
240mm RGB liquid cooling unit? For your chance to win, head over to pcgamer.com/survey. And now, back to more trailers.
Meet the Lock Creatures.
I played the demo for this today. It's fucking amazing.
And expands their society.
It gives the exact same vibe as like Threes when I played that.
Each with its own special ability to change the environment in deep and surprising ways.
Like, get the demo for this right now if you haven't. It's really fun.
Digital demo available today.
In a world where the top special forces operatives are all just wizards for some reason, one team is unstoppable. Not yours. Hers. The Black Ops Chronomancer. Her team of needlessly fancy goons have brought the world to the brink of war. And only one group of mismatched rejects stands in her way. A disgraced retired Navy SEER who can see every possible future, but can't remember his own tragic backstory. The freelance Storm Witch, a private investigator whose mastery of lightning is devastating.
I feel like these characters would be a lot cooler if they weren't being explained in this manner.
Necromantic, a surgeon who turned to necromancy when she lost her medical license. She can heal you, but she'll have to kill you first. The rebel
Sorry, delay. Okay.
heavy support. Faith is her
No, you don't need to apologize. Delays are delays. They are what they are.
for wearing actual armor. Together, there's no threat they can't stop. As long as they can get there by public transport, they can rewind every time they screw it up. And there's an easy mode if they need it. Tactical Breach Wizards. Coming to Steam August 20th. Demo available now. Also, could you wishlist it, please? Thanks.
I'll be nice. I'll wishlist it. I've got the vaguest hint of piquing the interest. The trailer did its best to put me off of it, but
Absolutely loving it. And don't forget, you can do more than just watch this amazing lineup of games. You can play them too. Visit the PC Gaming Show Steam page to wishlist all the titles you've seen on today's show, all in one convenient, clickable place. Now, do you love history? Do you also love lists with between 9 and 11 items on them? Then today is your day.
I don't think you should say 9/11.
Anniversary, we've counted down the
It's quite
10
disrespectful.
biggest moments in PC gaming over the past decade. You can see where your favorite moments landed by visiting pcgamer.com/10. Right, time to grab some friends and head for the sky, where you can turn floating islands into your personal skyships and soar through the clouds. It's co-op survival craft made cozy. Here's an uplifting look at Aloft.
Co-op survival craft, my favorites.
Hello, I'm Manuel Bergeron, founder and creative director of Astrolab Interactive.
But
It is
if
my
it's
great
cozy,
pleasure to announce that we just launched a new multiplayer demo for our game Aloft, a sandbox survival game set in the sky. Take a look at our new trailer for a few more surprises.
sandbox survival are like two of my fucking cursed words. I mean, this immediately looks better than almost every sandbox survival game I've seen, but like the sort of the cursed combination is, was it multiplayer, early access, crafting survival game. That's like that. This looks nice though. Yeah, it looks a lot cuter than. Some games can always break the curse, but that's cool. I liked that. I liked that creature. I'll play for the inevitable one-day bandwagon. Yeah. And that could be soon if there's a demo right now. Oh no. For fuck's sake. Okay, if you haven't seen this already, you guys are gonna like it. But this is the 4th time this has come up. Like, they have really thrown so much money into making sure they're advertised in every fucking show. It looks great. Like, it looks really good. But I've seen it 3 times already. And it's the same fucking demo. Honestly, the tech for this game interests me more than anything else. I'd love to see how it's made. They showed a little bit in the Day of the Devs they showed a little bit behind the scenes. But I'd want to actually look at the code and the specifics for it because it just seems cool. Oh no, it's going to stress me the fuck out. I'll probably end up rage quitting this. The fact that you have to pay attention to both. Because the enemies only appear on the... most of the time only appear on the 2D screen. Again, really cool. But this is literally this is so... There's been 9 shows at the Summer Games Festival, and it's been in 4 of them now. Alright, this is the thing that I think caught my attention before. It's got... Was that literally just the lo-fi... That was like the lo-fi YouTube screen. Yeah, this has got some serious Spirited Away vibes to it. Which I'm here for. Oh. Oh, no, okay. It's... I don't really know what I was expecting gameplay-wise, to be fair. Oh god, a crafting station. My nemesis. It's Ghibli Bear and Breakfast. I never played Bear and Breakfast. I think I watched gameplay of it. Oh wow, yeah, that is actually just Bear and Breakfast. Wow. Oh no, it's the evil Empire men in their dark clothes. Something else that I noticed is that there's a lot of furry games at the showcase, which I think is fair enough because like half the games industry are furries at this point.
To my door, to my rank. I can sort this, right? I just need time.
Oh, the Chinese room.
Send me back. You're fired. You hear me? Fired.
Fired.
Jesus, Gregor! Gregor!
Bloody hell. The Chinese rooms games haven't been this dark before, have they? I know they've been a bit weird. Still wakes the deep. I forgot they'd been acquired as well.
Dude, Hotel Galactic looks so cute, right?
Oh my god, it does. And honestly, I would just love to manage a bed and breakfast for alien travelers. I just worry that my quaint taste and timeless valence bedspreads just might not be suitable for interdimensional species tastes. I don't know. What do you think, Mika?
Sean, look at me. If anybody can create the cutest bed and breakfast for interdimensional space beings, it's you. It's this guy.
Oh, you always care.
It's that guy.
Oh, I know I do. And you know what else I care a great deal about? It's the developers at the Chinese Room getting back to their roots for more first-person horror. Still Wakes the Deep looks atmospheric as hell and positively chilling.
Amen to that, Mika. And hey, speaking of chilling, get ready to side-scroll your way through a 2.5D post-apocalyptic zombie survival with Into the Dead.
Set in 1980s
Oh wait, they
Texas,
did Machine
you
for
are charged
Pigs.
with
I had
gathering
it. I was convinced it
resources,
was
managing
the
party
Dark
members,
Descent people who
and
did it.
crafting items, all whilst hordes of killer zombies try to chomp down on your brains.
And what's worst of all is that this is taking place during a scorching heat wave.
Oh my god, and as someone who lives in California, I can confirm that's way worse than zombies.
I feel you. I mean, my family's Irish. I get sunburned by the moon.
The fact that it's like a side... Oh, okay. The fact that it's all side-scroll is interesting, actually.
Hi, PC Gaming Showcase. I'm Tanya from KitFox Games, and I'm here to show you 3 different games today. So let's start with Dwarf Fortress.
Hi, I'm Zach Adams. And I'm Tarn Adams. We're the co-creators of Dwarf Fortress, inviting you to play Adventure Mode in open beta.
And we'll be adding tutorials and demigods.
Man, Dwarf Fortress, what a fucking legacy that game has had. I remember people playing the original Dwarf Fortress, like the the fucking one without any graphics back in when I was in high school.
15 years, the game is getting its 1.0 release later this year, but out today is the spring molting patch with its all-new UI. Live and drink.
And our final piece of news today is a whole new game to announce, a world premiere for the PC Gaming Showcase, Streets of Fortuna.
Oh, they even get the little world premiere. Has never been this ambitious.
How will you survive in Fortuna?
It feels weird that another game being published by the same people are the ones being quoted on this one. The collusion.
An artisan. A trader. The city is a richly generated sandbox. Each citizen living their simulated life. Use knowledge to your advantage, romantically or politically. Live your other life in Streets of Fortuna.
Yeah. Grit and Valor. This looks cool. A lot going on, but British steampunky mech squad, tactical gameplay on a small grid. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna wishlist that. Gun. Well deduced. This game looks so weird, man. All these characters are so fucking creepy. And I know that's the point, but fucking hell, it just makes it even more grim when they're killing each other. This is like fucking, these characters are like one of those, like, tag yourself grids. Which mood are you right now?
Rise of the Golden Idol, once again inviting you to unravel the truth being a tangled mystery. Now, take a look at a game from our friends at Hooded Horse that combines turn-based strategy with real-time exploration. Here's the new trailer for Every Day We Fight.
They put a dome over the city. Suddenly, almost everyone was frozen. Just a few of us were left.
Not soldiers, just ordinary people.
So, basically like another XCOM game, but with like ordinary people. That's cool. Oh, but they like it's kind of like the opposite. There's no permadeath. It looks like.
I think we jump back in time.
Okay, time looping. That's interesting. It's definitely a neat idea. Like, I haven't really played a lot of it. I mean, I haven't really played XCOM. It seems like grim. The closest thing I've played to XCOM is Valkyria Chronicles, which is pretty XCOM-y, to be fair. Say Q. I'm not feeling this. The art, again, feels a bit inconsistent. Which I know isn't necessarily a killer, but... parity. Obviously, you can, I mean, you can tell it's very work in progress. I think there's some promise here. But I don't think it's quite there yet. Oh fuck yeah, more PS1 aesthetic. Interesting. This looks cool. But I am a sucker for anything that just looks like this. Although to be fair, I did start playing Nightmare Kart and it wasn't really and it's not been doing it as much for me. The loss of the use of the Bloodborne IP, like, I think is limiting. I'm not that interested in like the sort of nightmare alternatives that Lilith's come up with. Oh, God, survival crafting and base building again. Stormforge.
Hi everyone, this is Dave, Community Manager on Windblown, the upcoming action roguelike from Motion Twin, the creators of Dead Cells. These cute characters here are the Leapers, who live in the Ark, a peaceful village now threatened by a massive vortex of doom. So, they train up and become fearless warriors to fight back in an attempt to save their world. Using a cool thruster, you can dash at lightning speed, letting you dart across the stage, dodge out of enemy attacks,
oh wow,
find new areas and secrets. Through each run, you'll be able to equip different gear and upgrades, creating powerful synergies between them. For example, switching weapons at the end of a combo will let you unleash a super powerful move called an Ultra Attack, if you can time it right. Jump online with up to 2 other players, meaning you can mix your builds with your friends and find the best combinations to carry you through the diverse biomes.
Dead Cells was great, so I have faith.
Player feedback is super important to help us craft a game that you guys will love to play. So join us on Steam for the latest updates and information, and how you can join in on the fun. See you soon in Windblown.
Folks, we are in the final stretch of the 10th anniversary PC Gaming Show, but that doesn't mean we are winding down. We are, in fact, amping up.
That's right!
right, we're wrapping things up today with not one, but 2 world premiere trailers in a row. It's like buy one, get one free world premieres.
No, Sean. That coupon expired in 1989, so we won't be
Oh,
getting
well, that's too bad, except... look at this! This is our 10th PC gaming show, which means I get a free world premiere.
Look at this guy! Thanks to Sean's Grandmaster level card
sakes.
play, let's check out 2 big world premiere trailers to cap off our
I can't
show.
even make the weird voice thing because they've just both done it. It's just ruined it for me. Oh, this looks cool. Is it single player option as well? Yeah, that looks cool. World premiere again. Who am I? That looks pretty cool. I do worry that I'll get lost too easily on that screen. Like the fact that everything is like the fact that, you know, it's just. I mean, obviously, yeah, it's trying to contrast it, but I can see myself fucking up. But I think, yeah, I'm still gonna wishlist that because it looks good. Gunboat God.
And that is a wrap on the PC.
My wish list now at 109 games.
We had such a great time showing you all the exciting PC games headed your way, and we're especially thrilled that you could join us for our 10th anniversary show. And I mean, if you've been tuning in to watch our show for 10 years straight, thank you so much. We couldn't have done it without you.
And if this is your first time watching, just watch the show like 10, 20 more times. Make up for all the ones you've missed and for the future ones.
That's 100% how the coupon works.
Right, and the punch card.
And we can't forget to say goodbye to our brave captain of the watch party, the amazing Frankie Ward.
Guys, it's been a great show and I had an absolute blast. Before we go, we also want to give a huge thank you to all the game developers, artists, designers, writers, voice actors, and everyone else out there working so hard day after day to create games we all play and love. We appreciate every single one of you.
Absolutely, Frankie. And don't forget that you guys at home can wishlist every game you saw on our show today by visiting the PC Gaming Show Steam page.
Thank you so much again, everyone, and we'll see you again in November for the PC Gaming Show Most Wanted.
Heck yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, goodbye.
All right.
Bye.
All the snacks are still full immersion ruined. Yeah. Complete just, you know. I think by the end of it, it would have been so much better if, like, there was just crumbs everywhere and she had, like, ice cream and chocolate smeared over her face. It would have been absolutely disgusting, but it would have just, it would have, you know, it would have kept the theme going, you know. It would have actually looked like the end of a solo watch party. So, that's the end of the PC Gaming Showcase. There was some good stuff there. I got some wish lists out of it, which was, you know, I wasn't sure if I was going to, but yeah, there was some new stuff and some demos as well to try. It was good. Xbox was surprisingly good as well when we watched that earlier. It's been a good show so far, and we still have a little bit more to do. So everyone can tune in tomorrow for the Ubisoft Forward into the Abyss stream that we'll be covering tomorrow at what fucking time is it? You'd think I'd know because I've looked this up so many times. What time's Ubisoft tomorrow? 8 p.m. BST. So that'll be fun. Maybe. That might be. We might get some laughs out of it. We might get to see more Assassin's Creed. We've seen a little bit, and it's looking promising. So maybe we'll get to see some more. Anyway, with that, we'll end up our